The making of this video has been a long time coming. So if you're a life insurance agent who's sick of all the garbage leads, talking age, fresh exclusive, instant data, all the bullshit, if you want to know the dark truth of how all these lead vendors are screwing you over, stick around. Turn your AC up. It's about to get hot in here. Now, before we begin, let me assure you that everything that you'll hear and see in this video is 100% legitimate. No speculation or conspiracy theories. This is first-hand experience and with the receipts to back it all up. Enjoy the show. All right, here's a quick backdrop. A few years back, I was a corporate contract manager in the middle of my MBA. I had my sights set on being the next CFO of my organization. Like many others, COVID triggers a career change. For myself, this meant leaving corporate finance and entering the world of personal finance. I left the MBA program and started pursuing the financial licensures. First with the 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤, then to the Series 66, the Series 65. To top off, I grabbed the insurance license, including life and health. I started out in business advising, trading strategies, and even crypto investing. But I knew absolutely nothing about client acquisition for the life insurance business. After asking around, I started hearing chatter of lead vendors as a source. Pay per lead. Okay, so I picked out a handful of lead vendors, and here are my experiences. Now, for the purpose of this video, I will not be naming names of these organizations. Maybe there's enough clues dropped, you'll figure it out for yourself, but just know that that's not my intent, at least for now. Lead vendor number one, headed up by very arrogant 8%er. So I call into the organization. I was told I can choose age leads, which were anywhere from a month old to several years old, and many people had been trying to call these already for years. Why the hell would I want those?
Nope. Or
I can purchase fresh exclusive leads, brand new leads, no one else had called them, and I would be the only one to receive them. People see the ad, fill out a form, I get the alert, and it's my lead. I was actually thinking, that's brilliant. People are basically welcoming me to call them and write their insurance policy. $35 a piece. Here's $1,000. Send me a list. Let's rock and roll. No way I won't be able to get a return on investment on these. So I received my Google Sheet link, and almost immediately the list just starts to populate with new fresh leads. It was actually quite exciting. Fast forward, 12 never answered. 2 disconnected lines. 12 people did answer, but screamed at me, saying they never filled anything out online, especially asking for life insurance agents to call them. There was 4 people who answered and actually admitted to filling out a form. I remember thinking, what just happened? Was this a joke? Did I just get hazed because this is the first time I've ever used a lead vendor? So I phone up an agent friend of mine and tell him about my stats. His response was, oh, you got lots of people to answer your phone calls. I said, this is normal? Hell no. Needless to say, I closed 0 clients. But here's where it got rough. Of the 4 people who admittedly filled out the form, 3 of them made the exact same statement. You know, you're the 3rd person to call me about this today. I respond, so you filled out this same form 3 times? Nope. I filled out 1 form and got 3 phone calls pretty rapidly. So much for exclusive, right? But how could I prove that that same data was sent to 2 other agents? Nothing I could do but take the L and move on. That lead vendor is now dead to me. Let's move on to lead vendor number 2. Now, hoping lead vendor number 1 was just a bad apple, I placed the same identical order with the second lead vendor who had the same capabilities and even had a smiley face with their logo. 25 fresh exclusive. Here's your $900. Let's rock and roll. And here's the stats for them. 16 never answered. 7 denied filling out the form. I had 2 legitimate opportunities, one of which the phone dropped out during the consultation, never got them back on the phone. The other one, I actually wrote the application, but the debit card was declined on the initial payment. By the way, I started studying the prospect data closer at this moment, and I noticed that this set, 9 out of the 25 were between the age of 75 and 86. So naturally, I start thinking, what type of marketing are these people using to get the attention of these prospects? Taking another L, I left this happy little lead vendor, never to return business again. Now, if you think those first 2 lead vendor experiences were bad, you haven't seen shit. But see, now I'm on a mission. Now I'm documenting. So by the time I've reached out to lead vendor number 3, I'm quite motivated to uncover some of this bullshit. Also, by now, I've partnered with a software engineer who makes for a very good consult when it comes to digital marketing. And yes, this lead vendor number 3 did intentionally lie, and we caught them. Check out this story. So I call up this 3-letter vendor, and I started purchasing their fresh exclusive leads immediately. To be fair, I'd actually made a couple of closes on the first set, and it actually started to seem like there may actually be a vendor out there with some promise. But after that first set, I started catching some really nasty responses from the prospects whom I was calling. As a very thorough note taker, I was documenting the details of the conversations I was having with these people as I called them. Here are the screenshots from the actual comments that were made. Misunderstanding of ad. She thought it was a free service provided by the government. Free? Government? Move on. Looking for free stuff. Asking about free government program. Start to see a pattern. Claims the ad offers free coverage. Looks like this guy was angry. Again, states that the ad is misleading. Claims the ad offers free insurance to seniors. States the ad offers free benefit for seniors over 55 years old. 100% free. Hounded me about it as if I was trying to deceive her. That doesn't seem fair. Again, states the ad is leading people to believe that it is a free program. Quoted the ad to offer free death benefit to seniors over age 55. Misread the ad as a free benefit. States the ad is misleading and offering a zero-cost program. States the ad indicates South Carolina is offering free insurance to its seniors. Thought it was a free program. I think that's enough. This went on, but you get the point. 1 or 2 comments of this nature, maybe it's a misunderstanding. 3 or 4 of these, maybe start getting skeptical. But I had more than 12 in a single batch. I'm getting hustled. So what did I do? I picked the phone up and called the vendor. I said, hey, I'm getting multiple prospects claiming that your ad is offering no-cost life insurance programs.
You know anything about this?
His response was, you know how people are always wanting to get free stuff. It's just part of the game, basically blaming the prospects. I said, dude, 8 of my last 14 prospects vividly described the same ad. Newly approved state program gets $25,000 for seniors. Why don't you just send me a copy of the ad? I'd like to take a look at it myself. You would have thought I was asking for a damn kidney. In panic, he says, man, we don't show people our ads. We just don't do that stuff. I said, dude, in my corporate experience, any marketing I pay for would have to be not only reviewed, but signed off by myself before even being published. You're telling me that I don't even get the option to view marketing that I've already paid for? You know what? Until you can provide me with a copy of the ad that I've already purchased, take me off your client list. I'm done. So he responds, I tell you what, let me make a few calls. I'll see what I can do. And this, my friends, is where this story gets really juicy. Within 1 hour, he calls back, super excited. Hey man, check your email. Our engineer told me I can give you a copy of the ad, but you can't tell other agents we did this. Keep this between us. I say, all right, let's take a look. I open up the email while I'm still on the phone with him. He said, this is an Ohio copy, but just know that everywhere this one shows Ohio, yours shows South Carolina. Other than that, it's the exact same ad. And immediately, I'm impressed. See for yourself. It mentions how Social Security only pays $255 per senior. I really like this fancy little animation tallying up today's burial costs. Look, It mentions that there will be monthly premiums right there and a nice call to action to open the form. This is a very nice ad for final expense life insurance. And most of all, no one should read this ad and think of a free program. Those people claiming that this is misleading are nuts. The lead vendor was right, so I apologize. If people are looking for free stuff, I guess you're right. You provided me what I asked for. Thank you. Now I'm going back to work. And now I'm armed with the ad. Anyone starts this talk of some free claim, I've got the ad. I'm going to read it right back to them. Wasting no time, I hit the dials. And it was only a few calls later that I meet a gentleman who ended up being paramount to my appalling discovery. I begin my normal script. This is who I am. You fill out this form. He said, yes, I did fill out that form. I want to talk about that $25,000. I said, all right, hold on. Let's back up. Let's do this financial need assessment. Let's see if $25,000 suits your need and or your budget. He said, whoa, budget? Life insurance? Are you about to tell me that there's a cost associated here? Because your ad says, do not get life insurance. Learn about this state program to get $25,000. I said, oh, sir, I am prepared for you. We're not going through this crap today. Now, I have the exact ad that you saw, and we're about to go through it, and you're going to tell me where you see something about some zero-cost program. I whip out the ad and start reading it like a damn boss. $255 for seniors from Social Security, $9,000 in funeral costs with a cool little animation to boot. Affordable monthly premiums. And he steps in and stops me right there. He says, mister, I don't know what the hell you're reading, but that's not the ad I saw. Starting to feel a little less cocky. I said, now the marketing team just gave me a copy of the ad. You don't remember the pretty little eagle image at the top, the cool little animation spitting out these numbers? He says, no, sir. My ad had Henry McMaster. Henry McMaster? The governor of South Carolina? It was in that moment that I felt like a complete fool. A total dumbass, if you will. I apologized and said, sir, I think I've been hustled. He says, well, I think we've both been hustled. Now, it doesn't stop there. See, now we're motivated. Both of us are motivated to find a copy of that actual ad. But there's a problem. This ad was shown to him on Facebook, which is temporary. So once he exits out of the form, it's gone. But this is where it's nice to have a software engineer as a partner. Using the guy's phone, we were able to pull what's called a permalink, which basically delivers the ad to his phone on Facebook. So having acquired the permalink, this is what we see. Hello, Governor. Let's see if anything sounds familiar. Big news for seniors. Approved state program now available. What? Do not pay for life insurance? Do not pay for life insurance? Slightly counterintuitive, wouldn't you say? Entire cost up to $25,000. Now we're ringing bells. Wait, breaking news. Live event? I'm local to South Carolina. I remember none of these things. Well, maybe I missed the big announcement. So what do? I pick up the phone and I call my buddy at South Carolina Department of Insurance. I asked her just what happened on June 10th, 2021, because I'd like to learn more. Naturally, she denies the state ever announcing any such program. Ooh, they got me pretty good with this ad. But wait, don't get angry yet. We've got more. I go back and I review the timestamps for the last 3 campaigns. I remembered receiving an inflated amount of leads overnight, like in the wee hours of the morning for the last 2 or 3 campaigns. I wondered, why is it in South Carolina everybody's up between midnight and 5:30 now looking for life insurance? Take a look. Over the last 3 campaigns, I had received 19 leads overnight, which is very odd. You'll catch one every now and then, someone overnight would submit, but I'd received 9 in one night. Unheard of. Now, I'll allow you to speculate on your own as to how you think this happened. but I'll share with you what I did investigate. I called every one of these overnighters, not with the purpose to talk about life insurance, but to ask them about their experience with this ad. They were very difficult to reach. Most of them never would answer the phone. But this one nice lady, we had an excellent conversation. Long story short, I asked her about that governor ad, and she laughs and she says, yes, I remember filling that out, but that was over 3 years ago. For clarification, she 100% verified that she filled this thing out 3 years prior, and yet I had just received it as a fresh exclusive lead. And according to my software engineer, the only way that this is possible is that it was fed back to me from an old database. So is it possible that these lead vendors have the capability to go back into their Facebook ad manager and purge old data to pop up as fresh exclusive leads for the agents? The answer is yes. The capability does exist. In fact, it's quite easy. I don't know, maybe the campaign's not running very profitable for the lead vendor. Might want to go plug in some age data to help the numbers. I mean, the agent will be none the wiser. At best, they'll reach someone who will deny filling out the form and hang up on them, never to speak to them again. I mean, insurance agents get hung up on a lot. Can you imagine them being able to carry on a conversation with someone about an advertisement that just tricked someone into calling? These marketing agencies, they know it's hardly likely you're going to be able to figure this out. Well, done with that lead vendor too. Now, lead vendors number 4 and number 5, they behave pretty much the same. After learning so much from the previous lead vendors, my beginning approach for the next lead vendor kind of evolved. Like for lead vendor number 4, I ordered a batch, set up the dashboard, and as they started to build my campaign, I right away asked for a copy of the ads. Strangely, just as soon as they acknowledged my request, they immediately denied the request and refunded my money. Lead vendor number 5, I placed the order, but before they began the campaign, again, I requested the ad copy. Surprise, surprise, denied the request and would not allow me to proceed with the order. It's just unbelievable how diligent these lead vendors are in regards to ad transparency or the lack thereof. They would rather refuse your money and not do business with you than to allow you to see what ads they run for your campaigns. So why is this the case? Well, advertising is expensive. A true, honestly written ad will yield far fewer results than a cleverly written, misleading ad. And when you're paying by the click, an ad that gets viewed but doesn't convert is wasting money, driving the costs up. And these marketing agencies need to be able to convert or make sure this person fills out and submits this form in order to sell that data to the agent. Fewer conversions equal higher marketing costs equal lower margins. Ooh, quick side story. As part of this study, we received actual prospect testimonials of their data getting sold to someone even though they didn't even submit the form. The users are led to off-site pages, usually being enticed by gifts or prizes like Walmart gift cards or even samples of Krispy Kreme donuts. To win the prize, they must answer a series of questions, and mixed in these questions are some financial and health questions. And even if the user figures out that this is a gimmick and exit out of the form, it doesn't matter. This technology with these marketing agencies is so advanced now that it actually captures the data without them submitting the form. The sickening part is the data is still packaged and sold as a life insurance lead. And yes, we know which marketing organizations are doing this. But at this moment in time, we're just sitting on the info. Our aim right now is not necessarily to sabotage. All right, one last lead vendor who claims to be pretty smart about financials. You see, I had not yet tested live transfers. I thought maybe it could be different with the call-ins. I mean, a 3-way call-in, hand off the individual to an agent directly, seems like it'd be much more difficult to fake that. I was anticipating that I would get some pretty qualified life insurance prospects out of the handoff. Not so much. Turns out it's just simply not the case. But you know what's cool about live transfers? All calls are recorded. So why don't I share with you a couple of these audio clips? Roll audio clip number 1.
I have Robert Barrientos on the line with us now, looking for life insurance quote. Hey, Robert. Yes, they're going to take it from here. Have a great day. Goodbye.
You said something about getting paid because of a life insurance thing. I don't want life insurance.
What did the ad say? What did the ad actually say? I need to know this.
It said that I can get up to like so many thousands of dollars, like 50 grand, right? Because I'm over whatever fucking age, and all I had to do was hit this.
That's upsetting to me that they put an ad out like that. I don't control the marketing, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like it. But whatever you read, it sounds misleading to me. And yes, I will consult the people who sent you my way, because we don't deal with free stuff. What we do is we build financial plans for people. But yeah, if you had an advertisement that says anything like this is going to be free money for turning a certain age, or if that's the way you describe it, that's simply, I don't like it. I'm against that.
Right. I don't mean to be rude, you know what I mean?
No, you're good. You're honest with me, and I appreciate that. I'm not a salesman. I'm a licensed financial advisor. I don't have any need to get anyone tricked into buying anything, and I surely don't want to give somebody something they don't want. But if you came through this phone process to get to me thinking that an ad is going to give you free stuff, it's not a government program that's doing anything like that, unfortunately.
Well, you have a nice day.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you ride out, buddy.
Doesn't really sound like Robert was a qualified life insurance prospect. Now, we searched high and low in an attempt to find this video ad that he described. Difficult to begin with, but with a little patience, this video ad actually found us in our own feed. Let's take a look at the ad that old Robert saw.
Good evening. An urgent alert as Americans are rushing to claim their $6,400 subsidy from the government. The White House has declared a deadline for enrollment in the ACA health subsidy program, and it's rapidly approaching. Americans are lining up to claim theirs, and make sure you register for your $0 health plan and receive your $6,400 subsidy today.
Guys, I found the quickest way to claim your benefit, and it's all online and from your phone. Listen, I just called in 2 days ago, and my subsidy and health plan just came in the mail today. Don't go waiting in line like everyone else. Just click the link below, call into the number, and those are the same agents that will make sure you get your $6,400 subsidy. Don't miss out and make sure you get yours.
Notice the ending, his age, $50,000, the fake Fox News report, and nice touch with the AI to create Joe Rogan's voice. Damn slick. But people think, would Joe Rogan, who's worth in excess of $120 million, give a damn about some recurring monthly subsidy handout? But regardless of all, this guy's information should have never been sold off to me as a life insurance prospect. You heard it. He doesn't give a shit about life insurance. He's definitely not wanting to talk to me about it today, which is what I paid for. Let's do one more. Roll the audio.
Okay, let's wait for the agent.
Hello?
I have Miss Tabitha on the line. We're just looking for a life insurance quote. Miss Tabitha?
Yes.
They're going to take it from here. Both of you have a great day, okay?
All right.
Hello, Tabitha.
This is she.
My name's Paul, and with Excel Advisor. The desired coverage you marked on this form is marked down for some term up to maybe $50,000. Let's kind of start there, and let's kind of assess that need, and we'll kind of
get this figured out. I thought when I was at the website, it was saying something about a release, and as far as you can get it checked, because I'm looking at YouTube and it pops up. But it was kind of like not saying anything about life insurance, so I felt like it was. Right. It didn't have that.
And I appreciate you stopping me and going straight to the honesty, because this has been an ongoing thing, I'm going to be honest with you. So it was an ad that popped up on YouTube that stated something about some release package of people making X amount of dollars or something like that? Okay.
Yes, it had nothing to do with life insurance.
I'm helping to eradicate and get rid of this marketing, because look, as you can tell, that's not what the intent was, and that marketing is, I'm not happy with it.
I'm sorry for wasting your time. I'm not interested.
Would you like to see the video ad that got her too? Roll it.
$1,400 checks to people who need it. This is money directly in people's pockets.
3 out of 5 Americans have still not claimed their monthly $1,400 subsidy. It was introduced as a part of the American Rescue Plan, yet many Americans still do not know to claim this. To receive your monthly deposit of $1,400, you must live in America and call the number on the official website. Let the agent know you would like to claim your $1,400 monthly subsidy with a free health plan. The clock is ticking as the deadline approaches.
Taking old news clips from the American Rescue Plan announcement. In case you forgot, that was back in 2021. Look it up for yourself. There's been no stimulus for 2023. Let me remind you, the marketing affiliate who create these ads are capturing this data and selling it off to lead vendors to sell to us as life insurance leads. Qualified leads. The agents, they're just simply moving on to the next lead because what else can they do? I mean, sure, you can submit for a refund and maybe make the complaint, but all they're going to tell you is that it was their marketing affiliate who's at fault and that they are looking into it. And good luck on having them ever come back with some answers. And it gets to be even more sad because that lead, that data is now getting pushed into a database 30 days, 2 months, 6 months later will be resold as an aged lead when it never was a qualified lead to begin with. And agents are just buying it up, losing out, and just charging it to the game. It's bullshit. So by now you're probably wondering, well, Paul, if you're not running a hit piece on these guys and you're not reporting these marketing agencies to the proper compliance organizations, why even do the study? Why are you even sharing this information with us? Well, people need to be educated. They need to know the truth. I mean, once I learned the operation, bet your ass I haven't bought any more from these guys. And I'm not trying to tell anybody how to run their business. You know, you buy whatever leads you want. I'm just telling you, once you know the operation and you know how they're screwing you, the question is, will you allow them to continue? I'll never forget the lead that I purchased as a fresh exclusive lead. She was duped into even filling out the form. 2 months goes by, I buy another test set from the same company, and I ended up having the same lead resold to me as an aged lead. But see, this is happening on a recurring basis. But to make that worse, that same lead is being sold to other agents as well. And the desperate life insurance agent who has that information, they're going to be calling her again and again. Do you see the downward spiral the life insurance lead industry is traveling? I read a conversation in a Facebook life insurance agent group the other day, and the question was, which is better, high volume of low intent leads or low volume of high intent leads? I translate that question to, am I a professional life insurance advisor or am I simply a call center worker? Which one do you think is keeping the bullshit marketing agencies afloat? All right, let's wrap this up. I understand the need for leads. With the limited ethical options out there, you may feel cornered into just simply playing the lead vendor's data flipping game. My advice, seek a marketing agency who is transparent with its marketing. We've built software for this, but I'm not trying to speak on that right now. We're also finalizing a program that completely removes the need for a lead vendor. But again, not the time for that, so we're not speaking on that today. But no, help is on the way. So I really hope people gain value from this study. It took a lot of time, energy, and money to put this all together, but this had to come out at some point. Also, feel free to like the video if you gained anything from it. Subscribe to the channel if you wish. We've got more of this to come. If you'd like to see more content like this, click right here. And as always, we promote Patrick Bet-David and all he's got going on. If you'd like to check out our interview with Patrick, click right here. See you guys on the next one.